Hello. Today we're going to look at perpendicular slopes. So I've pulled a grid up here and I've got some different colored lines here, and what I'm going to do is analyze some slopes. So let's first of all draw a line that goes from the origin through this point over here. So that line would look something like this. Now, what's the slope of that line? Well, I've drawn this little red rise and run so it's easy to count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a run. Whoops, let me undo that here. All right, let's try that again. So we have a run of 5 and a rise of 2. So the slope of this line here, first of all, you'll notice that it's positive because we're going uphill as we move from left to right, and we have a rise of 2 over a run of 5. Okay, so that's the slope of this line. What I'm now going to do is picture this these two red lines. We're going to rotate them 90 degrees to the left. So I think you would agree that this is exactly perpendicular to the blue copy that I've drawn here. If I put a line in here, so we're talking about a line going from this point here down through the origin here, something like that. This line here would be 90 degrees or perpendicular to its original location here. And that's because we've taken this horizontal line and made it vertical, and this vertical line and made it horizontal. So we've taken this little L shape and rotated it 90 degrees to the left. Now let's analyze the slope of this line here. So we're talking about the second line's slope. Okay, well, first of all, it's a negative slope because the second line now is going downhill as I move from left to right. And we can see the run is 2 and the rise is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we write our rise over our run, we're going to get a drop, if you will, of 5 and a run of 2. So if you look at your original slope and a slope of a line that is perpendicular or at right angles to it, you will see there's a certain relationship. We call this relationship negative reciprocals. And what that means is reciprocals. I don't think I can squeeze it all in here. Barely. Okay, so negative reciprocals, it means if you had a slope of A over B, then a line that is perpendicular to it would be negative B over A. So that's what we mean by negative reciprocal slopes. So I'm going to do an example now. So let me just clear off the screen to show you how this knowledge helps us to answer questions. So let's clear this screen off. Okay, so in this example I have two lines that I'm told are parallel, or let's do one that's perpendicular to each other. So in the question it tells us line 1 is perpendicular to line 2, and it also tells us that line 1 has a slope of negative 4. Has a slope of negative 4. And then we're told line 2 has a slope of k over 7. And so the question now asks, what's k? What's k? So here's how we do the answer to this. We look at the information provided that the two lines are perpendicular. So we look at, well, the one line has a slope of negative 4, which means the other line its slope has to be a negative reciprocal of this. So if this slope is negative, it means this one's positive, and I'm going to flip the numbers over. Now, I'm going to put this over 1, so I got something to flip. So the slope of the other line would be positive 1 over 4. So this is the slope of line 2. So if the slope of line 2 equals positive 1 over 4, and the slope of line 2 is equal to k over 7, then these things are equal to each other, which now allows me to very easily cross multiply and divide, so that I can see that k would equal 1 times 7 divided by 4. So that's my answer. So k has to be 7 over 4. And with that, I'm going to stop for now, and we'll catch you later.